the best thing that I ever did in my music career, the best thing that I ever did was we talked a couple minutes ago before we started this about the alone phase. And this is where I truly learned how important it is to be alone. And from 2023 is when I released I Pray, right? I released I Pray in 2023. That was really the last song that I released up until like right now. I put a song out called Side of You last year. That was more or less just, hey, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I did the same thing actually.
I'm about to do one of those.
like, I'm not dead, but I'm still here. And that was the goal. But look, from 2023 up until now, I've wrote probably 400 and something songs, just like the both of us have, all of us. I mean, and in those songs, out of let's just say 400 songs, there's 7 that are worth the crap.
Yeah, of course.
And those 7 songs all feel like the same artist. And I sat down when I used to work. So when I worked at a restaurant, I worked in North Italia in Green Hills. I started out bussing tables with my psychology degree.
Sounds about right. Sounds exactly like a psychology degree.
Yep.
Got a super cool psychology degree from Lipscomb University, super prestigious. A week later, I was cleaning tables. Super awesome.
That's what they don't tell you about the American dream.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing. I did it because I worked nights and I wrote during the days. And then I would work some days and write at nights. It was flexible and it was enough money for where I was at in my life. And God, I just lost my train of thought, but it's probably cool.
Those 7 songs.
7 songs. Perfect. Thank you. Through Lipscomb, there was a connection with Ernest because Ernest's dad was the coach at Lipscomb Academy.
That's right. Yeah.
So Ern used to come to our practices and like gear up and throw bullpens and just kick it. And I never like sat there and was like, had a great conversation with him. Like I just said, what's up, dude? Nice to meet you. I'm Matt. But our coach was like, hey, this dude's trying to do music. Like maybe have a conversation with him. We talked for like 10 minutes, maybe tops. But we kind of stayed in touch. Like he followed me on Instagram. I followed him on Instagram. Like it was cool. Nothing really ever happened from it. 2 years later, I'm working at North Italia, literally dripping sweat, cleaning marinara sauce off a table. And there's this big party in the back and Ern's back there. And he walks by and I look at him and he looks at me and he goes, dude, what's up? Like, what's he doing? Like, I'm like, I'm working. So we started talking, you know, and he was super cool. And he was just like, man, I was like, I just have questions. So many questions. I was so lost. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like this kind of stinks, to be honest. This is not what I thought this would be like. And he's like, well, let's have a conversation. Anyway, we meet, get coffee, have a conversation for like an hour and a half. He talked about a lot of great things, but the one thing he said to me is like, dude, as a songwriter, and if you want to be an artist, he said, you're going to write a couple hundred songs. And then in those couple hundred songs, you're going to find a few songs that all sound like the same artist. And if you like it enough and it makes a lot of sense for you, dive into it and then go from there. I was like, cool. That sounds like a lot of work. And golly, it was, dude. But 2023 up until the middle of last year was 413 songs. And I got 5 that I'm putting on a project right now. And then 2 that I liked that are all kind of in the same realm. But that phase of just writing, not posting, not being out, not going out, not talking to people, not doing anything, I was so alone. I was so just lost. Like, but I never found more clarity. Yeah. And being so
just getting
confused.
dialed, you know,
For sure.
like there's no distractions, and sure, there's pros and cons to that. You know,
For sure.
you can definitely get a lot accomplished in that season, but at the same time, that's why it's also good to have community, a biblical community, and to know and I've found this to be true with myself. Like if you spend too much time alone, you can start thinking things, getting and ideas grow, and then that can kind of be rooted in you. At times, we really do need people around us, especially now in life. I wouldn't say so much for that season you were in then, but just help turn that rudder a little bit. Be like, yeah, Jasper, I agree with that, but I think you might be spending maybe a little bit too much time thinking about the book of Genesis or whatever. It's like not
Yeah, no.
you know what I mean. That's an inside joke, but yeah, I think it's so necessary, and you have to have that.
And it can be it is isolating too, especially if you were doing the artist thing. Because I kind of feel there myself to a certain extent, like right now. Like I did the same thing last year. I put out one real song that was like kind of just like a, hey, I can sing a little bit again after my vocal surgery. And like, I might still do this. I might not, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then like, I'm in that phase right now where every song I write, I haven't found one since the last song that I put out that I've been like, man, I believe in this so much, I'm going to cut it. Which is weird because, and Tyler and I've talked about this a million times, when I was like hammering the artist thing, at least on socials, it was like, if I finished a good song, I'm going to get it cut immediately so I can just keep up the thing of like, I'm releasing and like my numbers are staying up and like my TikTok's doing good. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't really know what song I like for myself as an artist. And I don't love this one and I don't love that one. And I've got a pile of songs sitting over here that I finished, but like none of them would fire me up to go spend $2,000 on to drop. And I'm waiting on that moment to be like, oh, those stick out and they fill together. And I'll go record 5 at a time now and whatever. Back to my point of that is like, it is a weird dynamic though. And I'm sure you can relate because like our introduction to one another was on TikTok. We've been following and commenting and liking on each other's videos since probably I Pray came out and Nowhere Prayers for Me. And it's like, I'm doing it right now. Like I went back to my phone 2 days ago and drafted up every video that's ever worked for me, downloaded them off my TikTok, drafted them back up so that I might get my numbers on Spotify to go back up while I'm waiting to find songs that I might go record. Yeah. But every time I post it, I'm like, I'm so tired of posting Nowhere Prayers, but I'm going to. Yeah, I'm freaking going to do it, even though I don't really want to. But like, it is a weird middle ground of being like, I want to keep up, but this isn't even who I am anymore.